Facebook. Oh shit. Absolute dickhead. Hello Facebook. Muppet. Fuck's sake. Let's start again. Hello YouTube. Hoping on being the first day in nearly 2 weeks that I don't have a seizure. As far as I know, it's been about 11 days up until yesterday. I think today would have been the 12th day. So far, no seizures. Started the day, slight feeling like I was getting deja vu first thing this morning. Thankfully, had a tiny bit of CBD oil left. See, the thing this morning was I was looking on going back to the gym, which I did do, just to do a little workout. I really found just the process of going to the gym and the release of endorphins afterwards, I find they help with my mood in general, and that can be the worst thing about your seizures, when you lay there because you know you've got to lie there to get better, but even though you feel run down, it's the whole process of, I guess, of just having something to do, as well as the endorphins, of course, foremostly with that. So what I could have done this morning, if it had got any worse, which I was on the verge of doing, I would have basically just ingested my first dose of cannabis oils for the day. But what I find is, if I have the cannabis oils in the morning, it's not that it makes me dreary, I just basically can't lift anything in the gym, and my logic behind that would be that it's because it's relaxed your muscles, the same way as you wouldn't smoke a spliff to go to the gym. I've heard of people who smoke weed and go to the gym and apparently have an amazing workout, but no, it doesn't work for me. So managed to keep at bay what I thought was potentially going to be another mild seizure. From what I can remember, they seem to have been getting better over the last few days, but it's that continuous feeling of deja vu, but just lesser and lesser, and basically still feeling run down, but feeling better, but only feeling better because the day before was so intense, it had knocked me off my feet so much. Yeah. But it feels good, you know, we're here. Let's just crack on. Been to the gym, done a bit of shopping. Still feeling quite stressed, still feeling really anxious. To say my mind's everywhere at the minute is an understatement, but you know, you just got to get on with things, haven't you? Crack on, and yeah, what will be, I guess. So, gonna have the first dose of oils today. Now, what I did last night when I made these oils, I normally put it straight into syringes, but I just potted it straight off last night. I was sort of in a hurry, not really feeling my best, and I was just looking on getting it done as quick as possible, to be honest with you. So it can be quite complicated and tricky measuring out the dose. Now, when I feel like this, I have about 0.5 gram in the morning and 0.5 gram at night time. These are the maximum doses I take. So basically up to about 1 gram of cannabis oil a day. Now, I don't take anywhere near that when I'm on top of my epilepsy day to day, but I go with what works for me. It's the same as after seizures, it really works for me to smoke a spliff in the morning. Now, normally I wouldn't smoke a spliff first thing in the morning, it's more of a night time, maybe later on in the day, but you basically get your things done. But yeah, like I said, I just do what I've got to do, and for me this is the dose that I find that's worked. And normally I would be administering it in a syringe, but as I've just said, I can't. So the easier way to do it is I just get a set of scales at home, just ordinary digital ones, weigh it out on there, put it on a Rizzler to basically stick the dose on, and obviously I rub that Rizzler in the pot, and by doing that I then know it's a pretty accurate way of doing it, to be honest with you. Not very conventional, but first dose of cannabis oil for the day. That sense of relief I felt when I made my batch last night, it was horrible those couple of days that I'd ran out, and it was trying to decide what was antagonising my brain more. Was it that I'd run out, or that I was basically, I was finding it hard to accept that. I was accepting it obviously, but it was the fact that, like, I could not get up to make the oils. I could just about get downtown the other day to buy the CBD. Yeah, really intense these last lot of seizures, but more more determined than ever to try and overcome this obstacle, and more determined than ever to try and try and get through this path that life has thrown at me, and as always, learn and grow from the situation. Thankfully, my epilepsy is being kept at bay with the cannabis oils, so I do feel grateful for that, and I don't ever take that for granted. Admittedly, there might be other people out there who it might not work as effectively for, but hand on heart, the miracle of mankind. We already know what it does for cancer and MS, other diseases, conditions, illnesses, so need to go on. The proof's in the pudding. So, see you all soon. Time to just pot around. Hopefully I'm hoping to basically do a couple more things, maybe a little bit of housework, maybe some more lists, some more post-its, to basically get a bit of order in my brain at the minute. When you have a seizure, the only way I can describe it is that everything you know is on shelves in books in a big library. And when you have a seizure, there's nothing on the shelf, and the stuff's not even there to pick up to put back on the shelf, and you don't even know what this fucking library. You're like, I have an art of explaining things. I've seemed to do quite well in articulating myself, and this is something that I could honestly say I don't think I could ever totally articulate completely. I could have a good go at it, but the feelings that go through your brain during the seizures, after the seizures, but you know, everything happens for a reason. Everything's energy is infinite. So whatever the rest of my path is in life, this is where I'm meant to go, and this is where I'm going. But I most certainly won't be taking any prescription medication off the doctor, and I most certainly will continue to medicate myself, despite the backlash, despite the insults. That's just other human beings making noise. Doesn't change the bigger picture, does it? See you all soon. Thanks for your time, everyone.